Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul, and you're watching me on my Facebook page, on my YouTube channel, Out My Talks. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I usually bring such kind of information which can deepen your thought, can give you a speculative power, to discern everything, have cognitive view and rational view, so that you can discern everything, whatever is happening in the world. You can think about it and can contemplate based on the evidence or based on the argument that I usually bring. Many a times I also try to stimulate you with certain motivation, because it is important to have motivation in life. And if something will motivate you and will stimulate you, you certainly write into the comment box that I usually tried and I got succeeded because I motivated you. If you felt like that at any point of time, you just try to write it in my comment, because I would have to know exactly, because feedback is important that I'm going to discuss, in my video, because I wanted to tell you today how to be more productive. This has been the case of many people, because many a trainer whom I listen to on podcast or on different avenues, they usually talk about creating new things each and every day. If you're creating more rather than accumulating and assimilating, if you're creating more, you will certainly make yourself a fortune, because it is important to create more that rather than consuming more. If you're a consumer, if you're consuming consistently and not productive, not producing anything, then it is a bad idea to you. And that is why if you want to change your financial status, you have to be creative, you have to create something. Rather, in business you can manufacture or you can give services to people, but you have to create avenues, opportunity for other people. If you are a teacher or if you are a uh, corporate trainer or any kind of person, a digital entrepreneur or someone who do offline classes and coachings, that's why you have to believe in, if you create more, it will change your financial status. This has been the narration of that very people whom I was listening to. I understood this fact, because the more you'll consume, you'll have knowledge, but if you're not disseminating that knowledge, if you're not percolating it to other people, then it is of waste. The same is true with the business. If you're not selling your product, if you're not selling your services, it will go into vain. And that's why it is important to think of sales, it is important to think of your productivity, it is important whatever you are creating and manufacturing, it is of certain qualities. So everything depends on that. So first of all, creation is important. Whatever you are creating, try to scale it up, that try to make yourself understand that the more you will create. Suppose you are teaching others, and you are reading for your own knowledge. If you will not teach that very thing to the public, what will happen? It will disappear over time. It will certainly dissipate away. It will not, and if you are teaching the same thing, it will augment your own capability, and your own knowledge base will certainly be flourishing. So that is why you have to believe in that creating more is important. Next is that embracing the change. Many people are reluctant to be changed. They don't want to change themselves. Their ideology, their dogmatic view, their own perspective is so foundational. It is so hard. It is so stubborn, whatever you say, that they don't want to embrace change. If you are not embracing change, that you are not developing yourself. That is, you are not making yourself more pragmatic or more practical. That is why you should always embrace change. If you will embrace change, it will hone your capabilities, you'll hone your skills, and you will be someone who can go in public and can demonstrate your own capabilities and can show the people that you are someone who is embracing the change and developing yourself with the time, because time will change and it will demand different thing from you. That is why it is important to upgrade yourself, to change yourself, whenever it is needed. And for that, feedback is important. You have to take feedback, and then you have to embrace that. Whatever is drawbacks in your system, you have to change that. People fail, system works. That is why I'm telling you, if you will create a system, you will certainly benefited out of that. That's why people say that creating habitual activity, habits is more important. If you're doing certain tasks and if you're not doing it, not being it habitually of that, it will take more time, it will be more robust for you, it will be difficult for you to deal with if you're not habituated of that. But you once become habituated of that very task, it becomes easier to you. The same is happening with those people who are embracing change, who are taking feedback and trying to change themselves. Embracing change means they're working on themselves and they're working hard to accept the new thing, to assimilate new thing, to work on themselves, to hone their skills. So all these things will certainly matter in your life. And that is why I strongly believe that the people who are embracing the change and trying to create more content, trying to create more services and products, in the market, they always get success. And this has been my today's uh, knowledge, or whatever you say, that I have accumulated to disseminate. I came to tell you something important. I came late from my office because I'm a banker. For your kind information, if you don't know about me, I have been working in a bank for more than 10 years. It has been almost 11 years. So I have good information of that. If you want any kind of financial instruction, or any kind of financial question you have, you can ask me in my comment box. I am really able to do that. I will certainly accumulate if I don't have knowledge about that, and then I will try to disseminate, I will try to impart you that very knowledge, because I strongly believe that many a query, many a quest of yours can be quenched if I will do a little bit of effort. Thank you for listening to me.